chance to be ruthless.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Imagine Live from the Dojo, chapter 288, and we have an absolutely jammed-packed show here for you this evening. I understand we have a prepared statement from the big star Dave Daniels for you, ladies and gentlemen, this evening for your displeasure. We're also going to hear from your current Imagine Live champion, the low-life James Rivers. We're going to hear from extraordinary Xavier Deuce, and we're also going to hear from your chief executive officer here at Imagine Wrestling, Kato, and just 10 days away from their huge heavyweight championship main event matchup on March the 21st, the current champion, All That Braden Elliott, will come face-to-face with his challenger, the Sideshow Psycho and Carney King Malachi Gage. You are not going to want to miss that. Plus, the rocker Chris Sands, being on his farewell tour, will finally get his answer here this evening. Will Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie accept his challenge for March the 21st or not? We're going to find out together. And speaking of the rocker Chris Sands and his farewell tour, he is going to continue that farewell tour here this evening. He's going to go one-on-one against the Enigma Lucio Deir and in what could quite possibly be one of the biggest main events in Imagine Live from the Dojo history in recent times anyways. The current Central Pennsylvania champion, the Shape, Jake Wiley, will go one-on-one with the world beater Chris Coleman, with Dire Wolf in his corner in a non-title matchup. This is absolutely going to be one of those shows you're not going to want to miss. Imagine Live from the Dojo starts now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Imagine Live, Chapter 288. I'm your host, Mike Zeke, accompanied by my tag team partner at the commentator's desk and birthday boy, Jimmy, the high-flying hippie. How are you tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Mike Zeke.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you all for all the birthday wishes. Do me a favor on my birthday. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, stay up on all things Imagine Wrestling here on YouTube.
And ladies and gentlemen, tickets for our volume show, our anniversary, 7-year anniversary, tickets are available right now. After the show, go to the website, get your tickets. We'll have more on that a little bit later. But why don't we go ahead and just get started right away and send it to Lloyd in the spotlight right now. Lloyd?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the spotlight. My first guest of the evening is a man whose future is coming on. It is extraordinary, Xavier Deuce. Thank you for this time, Xavier. Last week, you laid a challenge out to the Enigma Lucio Deir. Have you heard anything back about that challenge?
Sorry? No. I not hear no word of Lucio. I had KO, and he said something, and he said no. So, I think I just put my own hands. I think I'm going to beat an answer over him, Lucio. So, I see you real soon. That my future is coming on. It's coming on.
Thank you, Xavier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest of the evening is somebody that I consider a mentor and a friend. He is DC Bentley. Thank you for this time, DC. Now, it's my understanding you have a statement you want to read to us.
That is correct, Lloyd. As I said earlier here in the preamble, the big star Dave Daniels has prepared a statement to be read here at Imagine Live from the Dojo, and I have the unfortunate responsibility of being the person that delivers this message. And I got to tell you, Lloyd, I'm very serious about my position here. I'm very serious about my job and rigid and what I expect from myself. So if they asked me to come out here and read something, damn it, I'm going to do it whether I want to or not. From the big star, to the Imagine Nation, as much as I know that each and every Wednesday night you eagerly anticipate seeing me, whether it's live or in person or in a pre-recorded interview, you will not have that privilege tonight. And you can thank the Imagine Heavyweight Champion, all that, Braden Elliott, for that. Last week, I went out of my way to personally attempt to educate while also warning him about the real kid. Look, I can't do this. I'm not going to participate in the big star's mockery of something that I love, and I'm not going to let him continue to disrespect the company that I love and the people that I care about. I'm just not going to do it. You know what, Dave? You know what you are? You're a gutless turd, just like I always said.
All right.
Cato.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort.
Well, I will accept any sanction or punishment for not completing that.
You know what? I'll finish it. Thank you.
Thanks, Cato.
Yeah. Dave's words, not mine. The always looking out for himself Cato. The Cato who once considered me his favorite when I was coming up in the business. But how did Braden thank me for my help? With a vicious assault. An unprovoked one. As a result, I had to see an oral surgeon to fix the tooth that Braden knocked out, which Imagine Wrestling can surely expect a bill for. Now, due to this reprehensible act, I am unable to properly speak, let alone appear on tonight's program. No worries, though. I will be cleared by March 21st so that I can put an early end to Cato's career. And as far as Braden Elliott goes, he's going to regret what he did. This is one time he should have backed down. Interesting words. You know, Lloyd, I've had a lot of time to think. I saw this before anyone else because he sent it to the offices. And initially, I thought, man, what a waste. What a waste. I have just a couple matches left, and I'm going to waste one on Dave Daniels. Then I realized, what a blessing. What a blessing it is to step in the ring with Dave Daniels. For 20-plus years, everyone that you have ran into has wanted to punch you in the mouth. And in 10 days, Dave, I am going to punch you in the mouth over and over again. See you in 10 days, big star.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my last guest of the evening. He's a man that knows how to get low. He's the Imagine Live champion. He's the low life, James Rivers. James, thank you for this time. Last month at the Juniata Civic Association, you beat Rubio Bell with a roll-up pin. You extended a hand, and he quite literally slapped you in the face. How are you preparing for him now, this coming match?
As you mentioned, last month, February 21st, I bested Rubio Bell in a back-and-forth competition. The thing that was a bit peculiar and a bit uncharacteristic of me is that I did so rather clean. I didn't bend any rules. I didn't break any rules. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything underhanded. And he still pushed me further than I expected him to. I will say I underestimated the kid because I've been in the ring with a caliber of opponents that are among the top on the independent circuit. And I underestimated him, and he proved me wrong because he earned my respect, and so I extended that olive branch, but no sooner was it extended, it was sawed off the tree when he slapped the taste out of my mouth. You see, I'm not ashamed to admit it. What I'm more ashamed of is the fact that he went lower than me. He outlowed the lowlife. You can't best me at my own game. I am offended more than I am hurt. More than that slap hurt, what you did after the match, what you did to my character is what hurt. So on March 21st, you offended me on February 21st. On March 21st, the goal is not just to beat you, the goal is to hurt you. The goal is to beat you so bad that your family is offended when they see what I'm going to do to you. March 21st, Rubio Bell, I'm not just going to beat you, I'm going to break you.
James.
Malachi.
It's all good and nice. It's fine. I don't want any problems. You know I don't like you. You don't like me. That's what the deal is, right? But at one time, we saw eye to eye, you know? And I know how good of an asset you can be. I have this little thing. It's called the Grand Plan. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's not quite finished yet. And I was just wondering if maybe you would ponder the thought of being a part of my Grand Plan. I'm not insisting, just saying, maybe think about it.
Mike? Jimmy?
Thank you, Lloyd. Kind of interesting.
Very interesting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, you can get your tickets for our 7-year anniversary show on March 21st right now. Go to the website after the show. Not now, after the show. Get your tickets. Very few VIP are left, so make sure if you want to be one of the first 2 rows on our anniversary show, get them now and don't wait, because I guarantee you by the end of the weekend, they're not going to be here. So make sure you get your tickets.
You heard it. Golden Circle VIP, first 2 rows almost sold out. Get your tickets on the website for the 7-year anniversary, which I'm sure is going to be a party. Sit among them. Sit among the imagination. There's not a bad seat in the house. Plenty of tickets still available. Get yours on the website. March 21st, going to be huge, Mike Zeke.
Yeah, and speaking of huge, we've got another final match on the Rocker Farewell Tour here, and that's coming up right now. DC, take it away, buddy.
All right, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Jimmy. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and has a 20-minute time limit and is a final stop on the farewell tour of the rocker Chris Sands. Introducing first, he is from the other side of your mind. He is the Enigma, Lucio Deir. All right, Lucio. I know that you have a match just on the horizon here with the rocker Chris Sands, but I got to ask you about March the 21st. You do have 2 options. You could face down the rocker Chris Sands. You could face down Extraordinary Xavier Deuce. Which one are you thinking it'll be?
You know, I could face both of them. I could face the rocker or even Jimmy the hippie. But we all know he's afraid to face Chris Sands, just like he's always been afraid of me. Always been afraid. You know, in fact, I wish I could face both of them tonight.
Wait, are you saying you're willing to face both Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie and the rocker Chris Sands here tonight?
Yeah, tonight, right? I mean, I would. I would, but I haven't even had time to properly hydrate.
Okay.
Yeah, as you know, DC, hydration is key.
That's true, yeah.
So what are you trying to do? You trying to embarrass me?
No.
You trying to make a mockery out of me? No one embarrasses me. You dickhead!
All right, take it easy. Watch the profanity. Put one in the swear jar. I guess that's his way of saying I'm sensitive. And now, his opponent. He is from the Paradise City. He is the rocker, Chris Sands.
DC, I would like to take this mic off of you for a moment. And I would like to invite Jimmy the hippie into the ring. What do you say, old friend? Now, Jimmy, there is not one person in that locker room or in this world that knows me like you do, and you know my whole story. But when I was a kid, and very sick kid, I would watch all the legends. The Ultimate Warrior, the Ravishing Rick Rude, the Hulk Hogan, and Jimmy the hippie. But there was something special about you, because you were local. You were homegrown in a town that I was familiar with, Altoona. And growing up and watching all your matches on YouTube, I mean, you were a hero. You are a hero. And then, by the grace of God and Cato, I got an opportunity to become a professional wrestler. And the first day I stepped in this building, I mean, you were there. What an honor to even be in the same room as the guy that I grew up watching and admiring. A couple years later, the classic rockers were born. I'll be honest with you, man, I've had the time of my life. I mean, every match, every title win, every title loss, it's been with you. Because you're my best friend. You're my idol, my hero. And with some personal decisions, I've decided to step away. And man, with all the history, why would I want it to be anybody else but you? I want you to say goodbye to me. I want you, man, win, lose, or draw, I want it to be you. I don't want Lucio. I don't want... So I'm going to ask one last time. Jimmy, I challenge you to my last match. What do you say?
Appreciate your words, Chris Sands. I do. Means the world to me. There's an old saying. They say never meet your heroes. You met yours. It was a positive experience. So today, we're going to continue that positive experience together. I'm going to give you a gift on my birthday. I accept your challenge. One stipulation. We leave that ring on the 21st the same way we're going to leave this one tonight, as friends, with a handshake and a hug.
All right. Well, thank you, Jimmy. Chris, I guess you've said your piece. It looks like the plans for March the 21st are clear for the rocker Chris Sands. He's going to be facing Jimmy the High-Flying Hippie. That means the plans may be clear for the Enigma Lucio Deir. It might be Extraordinary Xavier Deuce in his future. But in your future, it's the rocker Chris Sands facing down the Enigma right after this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live with your first match of the evening for Chapter 288. Your buddy, Rocker Chris Sands, taking on the Enigma, Lucio Deir.
Your referee is the result of not getting enough oxygen at birth. That's going to be referee John Williams.
Oh, right out of the gate, Lucio going low.
You know, that name that Lucio keeps calling everyone, Mike Zeke, with a start like that, I think he might be one himself.
Oh!
Chris Sands with a beautiful...
Look at that! Almost put him away that quickly. Rocker Chris Sands right on top of Lucio.
Look at him riding him full body weight with that sleeper, making Lucio Deir carry his weight, trying to tire him out early, Mike Zeke.
Yeah, how about him? Oh, come on! Pulling his hair.
I mean, it is Wednesday, Mike Zeke.
It is. Wouldn't be Wednesday without some hair pulling, that's for sure. I mean, he had the nerve to come out here and say he wishes he could face you both here tonight. Potentially could have happened, but then he stated, oh! Big move from the rocker. He needed to hydrate more.
He needed to hydrate as a somewhat dehydrated Lucio Deir is in the corner here. Chris Sands spins him out, looking for that Hangman-style neck breaker. Gets all of that.
Is that enough to do it? Just a 2 count.
The brawler Lucio Deir tried to start things his way. Chris Sands coming back with some wrestling moves here, Mike Zeke.
Yeah, waving to the imagination. He's been with him all the way through up to the end here.
Thank you all for tuning in, man. It's a great night here on Imagine Live from the dojo. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscription, that notification bell.
Oh, Lucio thwarts it, pushes him off. Rocker ducks under.
Could be looking for that steamroller.
Oh, God! The referee behind him couldn't see him rake the eyes. Followed up with a big clothesline. And now the Enigma is firmly in control.
Lucio Deir absolutely starched him with that clothesline after that eye rake. Now he's kicking him in the corner.
Come on. I mean, it's legal, but it's nasty. Now, this is not legal. Come on, referee.
Just a blatant choke there right in front of our cameraman, Chris Sands. My, the tides have changed already in this match.
Oh, big right hand from Lucio Deir. Oh!
Lucio Deir continues to talk trash in there. Big chop. This is Lucio Deir's game, the brawler. He's going to run this man. He's going to try to beat this man with strikes and big offense like this right here.
Oh, man, big side slam. Just a 2 count. Rocker still in it.
You could see the air leave Chris Sands' body on that side slam right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, but you know how Rocker is, man. You can't count him out of anything.
He's got a ton of resilience in him, a lot in the energy bar, and he just keeps on banging that head.
Come on! Now blatantly again, right in front of the referee, choking. Rocker.
I think that's Lucio Deir's answer to that sleeper earlier from Chris Sands.
No!
Double knees right to the back.
Good Lord. You hear all the oxygen come out of Chris Sands when that happened. Jeez.
Lucio Deir just hell-bent on here and knocking the wind out of Chris Sands and just beating this man as he stomps him again right to the chest.
Him and his son and the entire special attraction have been obsessed with putting the Rocker down before his final farewell.
You know, Chris Sands grew up a fan of mine, and I've become a big fan of his, Mike Zeke. Ton of fight in this kid, ton of heart. Great connection with our audience, the imagination. Lucio Deir better not get too confident here because Chris Sands has the capability of ending this match.
Just a 2 count, says referee John Williams. Lucio looking around. Oh, no, just driving his knee right into the spine.
We've seen this before.
Oh.
Just exposing that rib cage of Chris Sands.
And I don't know if the light's catching it just right, but you can see how bright red the Rocker's chest is from those knife-edge chops in the corner from Lucio Deir.
Just a bare bones bow and arrow here.
Rocker trying to rock himself out of it here. He breaks free just enough.
That's what he really needed to do, is switch those shoulders over the hips and be able to roll his torso over, start trying to get up. Chris Sands with a proper way to get out of that hold there.
Oh, man!
But no way out of that. Big power slam.
Lucio Deir, a little unorthodox there. And we showboating a little too much. Typically goes right for the cover.
Really does. That's what I said. Lucio Deir need not get confident here. He's been real froggy recent weeks, calling people names and everything he's done. He's got to keep himself focused here. Chris Sands is going to crank out a win here on the farewell tour.
He really likes throwing that D word around.
He really does, man. He said it to me. He said it to a couple people now. Now, DC Bentley, of all people.
Yeah, right?
He's just here trying to do his job.
And DC Bentley's a saint.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Lucio Deir's got problems with everyone. He needs to look at the problem in front of him, and that's Chris Sands, who really needs to find a window of opportunity and change this momentum here, Mike Zeke.
Oh, big body slam from Lucio Deir.
Oh, I think I know what he's going for here, Mike Zeke.
I know someone's
he gets
shaking their head right now. Is that enough to put the Rocker away? Just a 2 count.
Why will you stay down?
2 decades of not listening to his trainer. The senton splash does not produce a 3 count here tonight on Imagine Live from the dojo. Oh, he's going for another, Mike Zeke.
Oh, is he going to do it again? Try it once. You don't succeed. Oh, no. Rocker got the knees up.
And now Chris Sands' trainer very happy at that outcome.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about Chris Sands needing that one window of opportunity to change the tide in his favor here, to change the wind's direction. Now let's see what he does with it here. So he
Rocker's up. Boom!
Trading strikes with the brawler.
And blocks another big shot to Lucio Deir, who's on Dream Street. Now he's really on Dream Street after that headbutt.
A well-placed dome from Chris Sands there as Lucio on spaghetti legs.
Slice spread!
Doesn't get much sweeter than that right there.
Is that it? Just a 2 count, Jimmy.
You know,
Man, I thought that was it.
had he shifted that weight a little further back over the shoulders of Lucio Deir, that could have been it.
Wow.
Chris Sands, I think I know what he's looking for here, Mike Zeke.
Rocker dropper.
Bang your head!
Oh, Lucio moves out of the way here. Rocker ducks under.
A very groggy Lucio telegraphs a clothesline. Oh, there's no way that's legal.
No, he just got crushed. I don't know how that's legal. Unbelievable.
Oh, my.
What's he doing now?
Oh, no.
What? A sit-down powerbomb? And the Rocker kicked out again, Jimmy.
As my heart skipped a beat, I thought that was it, Mike Zeke.
Lucio Deir put up the 3. John Williams said no. It's just a 2 count.
You called it right. Sit out power bomb.
Unbelievable.
Lucio Deir might. Oh, I thought he's going to the top rope.
Come on.
Oh, no. Come on.
No, we got to go to a chair. Come on, John.
Nah, not like this.
Yeah, hey, where are you going?
Come on, we're not doing this. You're going to stay down this time. This time, you're staying down.
Well, yeah. Oh.
That's mine.
What's yours?
That's mine. You're trying to sabotage me. Get out of this.
Oh.
This isn't even your business. You're trying to sabotage me.
Lucio Deir has no idea what's happening in the ring right now. Referee John Williams. Oh, my God! That's a disqualification. And a lick for Xavier Deuce onto Lucio Deir. Wow. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, certainly not the way I think we were hoping the end of the match would have been. Hoping maybe we had a victory for the Rocker here, but Xavier Deuce getting a lick in on Lucio Deir there. So I guess we know where Xavier stands on his challenge to Lucio Deir, and now we know Jimmy, the high-flying hippie, has accepted the challenge of his tag team partner, the Rocker Chris Sands, in his final match on our 7-year anniversary show. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gotten tickets yet, get them after this show. Man.
Sorry.
Quite a birthday. No. What are you
Yeah, well,
apologizing
hey,
for?
you know,
You're
you
good.
never know what's going to happen around here, man. This is Imagine Live.
See?
From the dojo.
You never know what happens around
There's equipment falling down from the ceiling here. We are live, folks.
Man, I know Jake Wiley's around here somewhere, so let's hope that that's not what that was. So while we check on that, why don't we go ahead and send it up to DC Bentley right now. DC?
All right, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Jimmy. You know, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, there are 2 gentlemen that have more history between one another than any others on the roster right now. And I'm talking about the Imagine Heavyweight Champion, all that, Braden Elliott, and I'm talking about the Sideshow Psycho and Carney King, Malachi Gage. In 10 days, on March the 21st, those 2 gentlemen will engage in an act of mutual combat to determine Imagine Wrestling's heavyweight champion. But before they engage in that act of mutual combat, they are going to have a cordial exchange of words here this evening, face to face. And I'll remind you, and likely have to remind both of them, there will be no physical contact. Introducing first, he is the challenger for the Imagine Heavyweight Championship title on March the 21st. He is from the Traveling Circus. He is the Sideshow Psycho. He is the Carney King. He is Malachi Gage.
You know the drill, DC Bentley.
Indeed. And now, he is your current Imagine Heavyweight Champion. He is from right here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He will be defending that Imagine Heavyweight Championship title on March the 21st. He is all that Braden Elliott. And I did forget to mention one half of the Imagine Tag Team Champions as well. Gentlemen, as I said prior to you entering the ring, and I'll say it to you again now that you're here, there can be no acts of physicality during this cordial exchange of words. Braden, I'd like you to allow the Sideshow Psycho Malachi Gage to speak first, as is customary. Challenger, what do you have for the champion?
Yeah, what a gentleman, right? What a gentleman. You know, Braden, you may have forgotten, but I haven't. It was 7 years ago, nearly to the day, Imagine Wrestling had its very first show. Imagine Wrestling Volume 1. You know who the very first man through that curtain was? I know who you think I'm going to say. It was Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund. You know who number 2 was? Who the second man through that curtain was? You're looking at him, pal. I was sent out there with 2 words before I walked through the curtain. Good luck. No instruction what to do. I went out there and I tried to make a name for myself, but I wasn't ready. I was set up to fail. They sent me out there knowing what would happen to me. Just to get a laugh. To get a little ha-ha at my expense. And you know what? Maybe I wouldn't be so upset about that had that been the case for everybody. But it wasn't. And you know that. So let's talk about how you came in. Let's talk about the fact they aired vignettes for you to make sure when you walked through that curtain on that beautiful January night, those people loved you already. And what happened in January? I beat you. So they thought, well, that can't happen. Try again. So they send you out against me once more in February. And what happened there? I beat you again. So you called up Kato. You asked him for a favor. You know, brand new guys don't normally get a favor, but maybe for Braden and Elliot. Please cancel the March show. I can't lose to Malachi Gage again. Well, what would that do for my reputation? I can't lose to Malachi Gage again. Because you know what would have happened. I would have made you look like a little bitch in your hometown. Ain't that right, Braden? Why don't you tell him about it? Why don't you tell him about that favor that you asked Kato for? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Braden response? Not once have I ever asked for a favor. You're walking around here just like everybody else saying the exact same thing that everybody has said for 7 years. This place was built for me, huh? It was built for my success, and you were supposed to fail. You were just some big joke that they sent out there. Well, you made yourself the joke. Look at you. Every single week, you're the ha-ha. Yeah, you're the guy that everybody laughs at, and that's your fault. No, you are not. You are not. You know who did care? Everybody. Everybody in the back. Management. I cared. Because at first, we were friends. When this place first started, we were friends. We were training partners. And then, you got too big. You got too big for your britches. You thought that you were better than me before we were even debuted. Before we were on before we were on a show. Before you got your ass kicked by Bob Backlund in front of everybody. You thought that you were better. And you want to come out here and say that you made me look like a bitch in my hometown. For 7 years, I have woke up every single day, looked myself in the mirror, and told myself that I am who I am because I worked hard and I busted my ass to be just a little bit better every single day. And I'm no bitch. If you want to make me look like a bitch in my hometown, why don't you give it another go? Why don't you do it on March 21st, huh? Because the only bitch is going to be you.
That's cute. It really is. And, you know, if I didn't care so much about this match, maybe I'd do something right now. But I care a lot about this match. But after March 21st, after I take your heavyweight championship, I need a favor from you, actually. Since this is a business of asking favors, I need a favor from you. What I need you to do on March the 22nd is I need you to kiss my ass the same way you've kissed Kato's for the past 7 years. Is that a deal, champ?
Hold this. I have never kissed anyone's ass. I have earned this spot. I have earned the right to call myself a main eventer. I have earned the right to call myself the champ. And you're going to find out because I'm Braden Elliott, and I won't back down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if that wasn't enough for you to get your tickets after the show, I don't know what you're doing, but you should get your tickets for the March 21st anniversary show as soon as this show is over.
Man.
A lot
of tension in this room, Mike Zeke.
I mean, I know it's one of the most talked about rivalries, in Imagine Wrestling, and whether that be from the fan standpoint, everyone watching, coming to the shows, certainly been, a 1A, 1B conversation amongst themselves, and they get to prove that on the 21st. So
I
we'll
feel
see
like
how
that
things shake out.
Imagine Wrestling might have been built on the anger that those two have for each other, a rivalry, if you will.
Yeah.
Either way, tickets on sale March 21st. See the fight.
Yeah, and speaking of our heavyweight champion, Braden Elliott, he is our special guest on this week's episode of the Bet Mike Podcast, which dropped yesterday, episode 38, and he talks a little bit about that rivalry with himself and Malachi Gage. So make sure you check us out on Spotify, give us a like, follow, listen to the show, give me and DC Bentley all the love. We love you. Thank you. And Imagine Wrestling, thank you for this time.
Yeah, very interesting episode there. I listened to it myself. It's to hear Braden Elliott speak in long form about his time here at Imagine Wrestling and just wrestling in general.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great listen. I encourage you all to tune in. I also encourage you all to check me out on Facebook. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye is my company. You can catch us at any Imagine Live Wrestling event or hit me up, place an order, have it for delivery. If you live here in town, I'll drop it off personally, or I ship anywhere in the United States. Hit me up, Flying Hippie Tie-Dye on Facebook. I thank Imagine Wrestling for this time.
Yeah, and what better way to celebrate Jimmy on his birthday than to buy some tie-dye and wear it on the 21st. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you have not gotten your tickets for our 7-year anniversary show on March 21st, make sure you go to the website after the main event here tonight and get your tickets. Very few VIP left.
Siete. 7-year anniversary.
Yeah, man.
Be there. Get your tickets. ImagineWrestling.com is
And
the
now,
website.
the moment we've all been waiting for, and that's the main event of the evening. DC Bentley, take it away, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Jimmy. The following is your Imagine Live from the Dojo Chapter 288 main event and is a non-title matchup scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is your current Imagine Central Pennsylvania champion. He is the Shape Jake Wiley. Jake obviously understands that to read a title belt, you have to have it right side up. So I'm learning this, Jake. I got to ask you, Jake Wiley, I know you've got a lot on your mind, but why not make this a title match here this evening?
Well, it's quite simple. I've already beaten PV, not once, but twice. So why would I afford him yet another opportunity? You see, DC, my girl and I here, we have a little bit of an open relationship. You see, she likes to give out kisses. And Chris Coleman would know that because he's gotten 2 of them. So after tonight, whenever I beat him for a 3rd, I'm going to skin him alive and make him into a blanket. And then tonight, whenever her and I are sitting at home cuddling, we can curl up with Chris Coleman. And then I can turn on the record player and I can listen to Only You Can Make My Heart Feel Right.
I'm incredibly uncomfortable. Oh, and he's raining on the mic and he's rubbing schmag on me. All right, anyways, introducing his challenger. He is the world beater, the Norseman, Chris Coleman. accompanied by Dire Wolf. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. I've got to ask Dire Wolf first, what brings you out to ringside to accompany the world beater Chris Coleman this evening?
I mean, don't be silly, DC. Mr. Coleman's teaching a lesson. And I just wanted to be front of the class. I wanted a front row seat. I want to learn how to beat Jake Wiley. And you know, Jake, it doesn't matter, bub, if you're as strong as an ox or if they're scraping you off the bottom of Chris Coleman's boot. I got you one-on-one for that little thing you got there. I won in that relationship, and I want it all for myself, and I want it March 21st.
All right, Chris.
DC, Jake, I can't help but feel a little bit responsible for who you are now. Wasn't that long ago that I dumped you on this concrete floor, and I can't help but think that that started this personality shift that turns you into this vile creature you've become. So I also feel a responsibility to end this. It ends tonight, Jake. Win, lose, or draw, it's over tonight. And then I'm going to take your student, Magnus Knox, and I'm going to send him back to Wrestling 101. And then he's going to have to take Pain 101 with your instructor, the world beater, Chris Coleman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Chris. Don't go anywhere because it is the beginning of the end for Jake Wiley, according to Chris Coleman, right after this.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. Referee John Williams checking the shape Jake Wiley, which, I mean, it's mandatory before every match, but I think they should make a case to check him twice.
Referee John Williams is in an open relationship with Burger King. We're underway here.
Oh,
early.
Jake Wiley already on the back of the world beater. Down goes the shape Jake Wiley. Well,
he's going to need a little more of that.
I don't like this, Jimmy. Oh, there goes Jake Wiley halfway across the ring, Jimmy.
Unceremoniously ragdolled by the world beater. Are you kidding me?
There's another big clothesline from Chris Coleman. And Jake Wiley says, I need a second. Give me a minute.
Jake Wiley on the floor, rethinking his life choices here.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Coleman, a very game Chris Coleman here tonight on Imagine Live from the dojo. The Imagination turning out strong, usual suspects in the chat. And the very creepy Jake Wiley against the world beater Chris Coleman here in our main event.
Creepy indeed. Already in the ring, running full. Oh!
The often strategic Jake Wiley drawing a blank here tonight.
Oh! He's got Jake.
Just ragdoll dead weighting this guy around.
Yeah, he's literally just ragdolling Jake Wiley at this point. Oh, come on! Come on, Ref, he's biting his head! Good Lord.
A bite to the scalp.
Yeah. Oh! Now he hits that big forearm to the back of Chris Coleman's neck.
Yeah, that's right at the base of the skull, right at that brainstem, Mike Zeke. I question the legality of that shot. That strikes like that may need to be reviewed here.
Oh! Now using the inside of his freaking elbow.
Tomahawk elbow in the corner connects.
Oh! A big double axe to the spine.
I'm moving the whole podium here.
That's all right.
Now Jake Wiley, ever the strategist, trying to break down the knees of Chris Coleman.
Yeah, man. He's going high, going low. Now choking. God.
There's a cravat right over the top of the rope.
Referee John Williams is already yelling, and we're only 3 minutes into this match, ladies and gentlemen. Ew, just look at this. He's such a creep, man. Good Lord.
That dire wolf out there on the outside. Jake Wiley and Chris Coleman, both former heavyweight champions here at Imagine Wrestling.
Not just choking him right in front of the referee. Keeps taunting Direwolf from the outside. You'd think he'd know by now, you know. You're in there with the world beater. You need to have your entire attention on Chris Coleman. You look away for a split second, you're done.
The very odd behaviors lately of Jake Wiley here. He's given up a lot of size, a lot of weight to Chris Coleman. Doesn't look concerned in the least.
Oh,
and
man.
He should be.
No, come on, ref! Now he's choking him. Using his suspenders to choke Chris Coleman in front of the referee.
Had he not, he might be in a bad way there, Mike Z. Chris Coleman coming up swinging there for a second.
I wasn't sure what he was going for there. Chris Coleman tried to stop him ahead of time. Now just looking for a pin. Just a 2 count.
Good kick out there from Chris Coleman. Gets that shoulder up, pops them hips, gets his torso sideways on the mat. The last place you want to be in a wrestling match is on your back. Chris Coleman with a ton of strongman and MMA experience here. One of the best fighters, pure fighters on this roster.
Oh, yeah, and he showed it right now, man. Pinch punk, give me a Coke, Jimmy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it's your birthday. You don't have to do that. Anyway.
Chris Coleman striking the man in the head from his knees. Chris Coleman comes at you from all levels, all angles.
Oh, now
There's
just
another.
Trapping the arm underneath his chin.
And underneath it is, man. That's all the way under the beard of Chris Coleman. That's a deep chin lock.
He just said, my girl might bite. And we know what he was referring to when he's talking about his girl. Now he's biting the world beater's hand.
Jake Wiley might have just a touch of that multiple personality.
A touch, Jimmy.
Just,
a touch.
Skosh, just a little bit.
Just a skosh.
I mean, he's a lot unhinged.
Yeah,
there.
a lot.
Getting uncomfortable by the week.
Direwolf is trying to get Chris Coleman back in this matchup. Coleman back to his feet. Into the corner goes Jake Wiley.
Jake Wiley's torso squished on that top and middle turnbuckle as he tries to find his bearings. There's a right from Coleman, followed by another
We
right.
got a third one, Jimmy.
The southpaw Coleman goes low.
Oh, big mafia kick.
Chris Coleman.
Yeah, you've been working on his neck. You know, it's your smart stack, man. He's been working on it all night. Big splash from the world beater. Jake Wiley on spaghetti legs. Wolf Saber Slam. That's it. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, Jimmy.
Ton of resiliency here.
Just a 2 count. Unbelievable.
John Williams confirmed just a 2 count.
Wow.
Jake Wiley with a ton of fight. Maybe, like we were saying, Mike Zeke being not in the right head. He's not thinking on the same wavelength as us. No quit at all in Jake Wiley.
When does he ever think straight? Looking for that Saito suplex. Jake Wiley thwarting Chris Coleman. Hitting that rolling forearm again. Coleman down to a knee. Oh! Basement Claymore. Is that enough to put the... 1, 2. John.
Another very close 2 count here in a strike-heavy contest. Jake Wiley, the Shake, takes on the world beater Chris Coleman here in the main event of Imagine Live from the dojo. Oh, man. Great night of wrestling action here. This thing could still go either way.
Look what he's doing. Hey, Direwolf's there. Direwolf just took his girl. He threatened Chris Coleman and said he was going to get another kiss.
I know what you're going for. Stay out of my business.
Oh, wise move.
Turn around. Oh! Jake's up! Big power slam!
Oh, he got all that.
1, 2, 3, that's it!
Your winner, Chris Coleman.
He beat the champion, Jimmy! Wow. There's your winner. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we have Direwolf taking on Jake Wiley on the 21st. Chris Coleman just pinned our Central Pennsylvania champion.
In a non-title match, he did pin him, Mike Zeke. Oh, what's going to happen here?
What's he doing?
This isn't over.
No. Coleman told him at the beginning this would be the end. Oh! Another big shot to Jake.
Over, Jake.
That was flush.
Done. We're through.
He's telling him he's done. It's over.
No. It's not over until I say it's over. You dumb son of a bitch.
Well.
We apologize for the language.
here tonight.
Yeah.
Me.
Sorry, Mike Zeke.
He just keeps taunting him.
I say it's over.
Oh my God.
That was a mistake.
Another big power slam.
Hey, Mr. Coleman. You already said it. It's over. It's over.
You know what, Jake? I think we're done here.